What's going on, y'all? Brother Shay here. New Orleans Revival Center, Restoration Embassy, Ambassadors for Christ. Just here to add another volume to our series on Bible basics. And today we're going to answer the question of why is prayer so important? So why prayer matters more than you think. See, prayer is one of the most powerful gifts that God has given to his people. Yet it's also one of the most neglected. Too often we treat prayer like a last resort, when in reality, God designed it to be our first response. Prayer is how we stay connected to God. Just like a phone call keeps you connected to someone that you love, prayer keeps your spirit connected to your Father. Jesus said in John 15:5, apart from me, you can do nothing. Prayer is how we remain in him, how we stay alive spiritually. Prayer brings God's power into our situation. James 5:16 says, the effective, fervent prayer of a righteous man avails much. Prayer changes things. It moves what we cannot move. It opens doors that we cannot open. It strengthens us in battles that we cannot fight alone. When you pray, you're not just talking, you're inviting heaven to move. Prayer keeps our hearts aligned with God's will. Sometimes we ask God to change everything around us, and he uses prayer to change us. Philippians 4:6-7 says that when we pray, God gives us peace that surpasses all understanding. Prayer keeps your heart from becoming restless, angry, confused, or overwhelmed. It provides encouragement. Jesus himself prayed constantly. And if the Son of God needed to pray, how much more do we? I hear people all the time say, oh, well, Jesus was able to do this and do that because he was Jesus. He was the Son of God. Yeah, that's true. But he also prayed and fasted. So that's why you can't be like Jesus, because you're not praying like Jesus. You're not fasting like Jesus. He didn't just take the fact that he was the Son of God and say, well, I don't need to work out spiritually. No, he worked out more than everyone. He prayed early in the morning, late at night, before miracles, before choosing his disciples, and even while suffering. Jesus showed us that real strength is found on our knees. Prayer is our weapon in spiritual warfare. Ephesians 6:18 says to pray in the Spirit on all occasions. Satan doesn't fear your talent or your gifts. He fears your prayers. Prayer shuts down the enemy's plans and keeps your mind rooted in the truth of God. Prayer builds your relationship with God. You know you can't have a relationship with someone that you don't talk to. Communication is key. So how do you think that you don't need to communicate with God? Prayer is where we talk to God, hear from God, pour out our hearts, and receive his guidance. God doesn't want perfect words. He wants your honesty, your heart, your attention. Sometimes you don't need to say anything at all. Just see what God has to say, because you don't like talking to anyone who is always talking. You know what I'm saying? So until